And we are live. What's going on, everybody? This is Rob the Warrior Strategist coming at you from lovely San Diego, California. And oddly enough, I have not been displaced by wildfires, regardless of what people will tell you. We have been dealing with the issue of wildfires here in Southern California. It's been pretty incredible, but I think San Diego is getting better and fires are getting contained. So, tonight, I want to talk about an income stream that you can develop that is a specific strategy to help your business. This type of income stream will save your bottom line in many cases. And it is a particular model that a lot of people overlook, and they need to really rethink how they view it. And of course, that income stream is recurring revenue. Tonight's training is going to be client level, which means that you guys are watching something that's going to appear on my YouTube channel. So congratulations. I really feel that you guys should stick around for this entire broadcast because I'm going to drop some amazing value, client level value. I'm going to give you, I'm literally just going to hand you 10 types of recurring revenue and a very brief synopsis of how to start each one. Good time to take notes. Just telling you right now. All right. So with that, let's get our shout outs out of the way real quick. And I'm glad Kurt Balish is here. Obviously, you guys know I'm a huge fan of Balish Woodworks for the finest handcrafted multi-grain products available. Check out this coaster. Isn't this cool? I have several Balish Woodworks products within my home. The Kernel cutting board, which is my favorite thing in my kitchen. Look at this. You get visual graphics tonight. Fancy visual graphics. But as you can see, this delicious ribeye, seasonal vegetables, parsley potatoes, all made possible with this amazing cutting board. You can find it, balishwoodworks.com. Boom. Don't settle for anything less. Kurt is an amazing wood crafter. We featured him in Shift Magazine several times. Kurt's been on TV. He's been in his local newspaper. And he's in talks with Woodworker Magazine. He is a legend in the woodcrafting industry. Highly recommend. All right. And we've got Brandon Harris popping in. What's going on? And Kevin Beck. What's going on, brother? Mark Dudek, the Hardscape Hacker. We got the crowd. All right. So let's jump into it, guys. Like I said, this is going to be a premium episode of the Experts Lounge. And I need to get an Experts Lounge graphic up, somewhere in the in all the messaging. This really is turning into like a premium news channel. And I got to make some room here. Okay. So what we're going to talk about is recurring revenue streams. And the reason that they're so powerful is that recurring revenues occur autonomously no matter how your business does, because you are locked in to consistent income. And I've read this time and time again, whether it was Scott Oldford's book, whether it was Desislava Dobreva. There are a lot of pros out there that are talking about the importance of recurring revenue streams. And I'm telling you right now, guys, since I added this to my income streams, it's made all the difference in the world. And Scott Oldford's book, The Nuclear Effect, he describes the importance of it. And a really good book I read is called, I should really have this ready, I apologize. It was a book on memberships. I think it's called The Membership Economy. But anyway, really honed in why everyone needs some type of recurring revenue. So let's just jump into it. Quick advantages. Money coming in every month, regardless of how your business is doing. Can carry you during lean times. Okay? Your one and done sales aren't doing well. You still have this to fall back on. and then it just grows. That's the beauty of it, right? A lot of these streams I'm going to teach you tonight, as long as you position yourself properly and you focus on building them up, it's going to be like the stock market over a long period of time, just steady incremental growth. I know people that have developed a recurring revenue stream and they get to the point where all their bills are paid every single month, and then it just gets ridiculous once they get popular. And I've seen time and time again, especially with podcasts, where somebody just, whatever happens, the tipping point is achieved. And they have enough coming in through Patreon, through, PayPal memberships, subscriptions, all this different stuff, to where not only are their bills paid every month, huge weight off their shoulders, but now they've got extra money and they can actually plan for growth. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine if you were so good, so dialed into your business, that your bills were paid every single month and you had extra, like a good amount of extra, even after taxes? That is how you want your business to develop. And we got Ryan Himhauser popping on from Disgruntled Vets. What's going on, Ryan? Great to see you. Jared Ledbetter. Haven't seen Jared in a while. Awesome. So, here's some of the ways we can create these recurring revenue streams. And if you have any questions, just pop them into comments. And I really rack my brain for good ones that aren't super expensive, aren't super hard to create. So, and they're going to affect you guys differently. Some of them are going to be for goods-based. Some of them are going to be service-based. But as you go through this, I was thinking about this personally because I now have, I think, 4 different streams that are coming in every month. And it's completely changed the way I'm looking at business and how everything's running. And my clients also are landing revenue streams. Got some very good testimonials this week. Keeping it under wraps till deals are closed, but this is the wave of the future, guys. I'm telling you right now. Okay. So the first one is 3-month coaching packages. If you're a coach, you're offering some kind of service, sign people up. Don't do 30-day coaching. Do 3-month packages. Period. Dot. The next one is subscription boxes. Nick Valentine from Operation Phantom Support just popped in. He shared his link, which is great. Combat boxes. And Nick's been doing a lot of work with Joe Palacios from Maxwell Soaps, which is great. Boom, boom. Subscription boxes are a great way to not only bring a lot of businesses together, but to highlight products and create a unique product. You can adjust the pricing levels. I'm a real big fan of the subscription box model. There's a lot of logistics involved, but I feel like it's got a lot of potential for the right person that can manage it. Number 3 is consulting packages. So different from coaching, consulting packages are where you're offering different pieces of advice across different mediums for a couple of months. So I work on consulting packages. When somebody hires me, we usually talk about what they need. We come up with a price, and then we come up with a timeline. So it's very important to use contracts when you have consulting packages. And I've done videos on how to do your contracts, how to create consulting packages, all this stuff. Number 4 is membership sites. Now, let's say you're like, I'm just going to pick on the Himhausers because they're showing up, Ryan and Jacqueline from Disgruntled Vets. So let's say you've got access to a ton of people like they do through Disgruntled Vets. What's to stop you from creating a premium pay site where if you're running a lot of free-to-join groups that you can funnel people into? A specific pay site where you can teach them your skill set. You can teach them how to do what you do. You can bring in experts. Membership sites, I'm running one right now. In fact, I'm teaching you from one, right? This is all out of my Design Your Paycheck membership site. You guys are actually getting like client level stuff because I had a lot of requests this week for recurring revenue and how to do it. My membership site, Design Your Paycheck, has been growing. The results have been getting better. People have been closing deals because I teach over 15 different ways to make income besides even this stuff. ebooks, consulting, courses, group training, events, all that stuff. Membership sites can be as expensive or as cheap as you want them to be. And the first thing that people tell me is, well, I really don't know if I have that much time to devote to it. Here's the secret to why membership sites are awesome. You can automate them. So really, if you think about it, you only have to show up a few times during the week. My free site, completely automated. I show up a few times a week. My pay site, completely automated. I show up for the group calls and whenever I feel like. And I still create the value because I preload all the content. Everybody wins. Membership sites are awesome, but they are work. And you are going to have to create the value proposition and really make it something special. Okay. The next one is masterminds. And so I was just talking with a client today about the difference between a group coaching ongoing membership versus a mastermind. A mastermind is a collaboration of the group to solve problems and to grow as a collective, right? It's like Parliament. Everybody works together. Your job is not to be the leader or the monarch. Your job is to effectively group everybody and get them working together for a mastermind. That's the biggest difference. And for the best mastermind book I've ever read, check out Brad Hart. I think it's 6 Minute Mastermind. Unbelievable book. Tells you exactly how to do it. And Brad Hart's one of the best in the industry. I know him personally. He's a good dude. And he's hilarious. And Jared says, automate most of it. Just show up for comments and calls. Ton of work to set up memberships. It is, Jared. Not going to lie, man. It took me 8 months before I rebranded into a official monthly membership, but it was worth it. And I love the way Design Your Paycheck is operating. All right. After masterminds is group coaching. Now, let's say you want to lead people. You might be a coach. You might not be a coach. You could be a regular Joe. That's what's great about coaching. There's no barrier to entry. You don't need to be certified. That's both good and bad. But if you want to get a feel of what it's like to get recurring memberships, start a 3-month group coaching program. And you could theme it several different ways. It could be accountability. It could be training like I do, like business education. It could be partnering up, business advice. You can theme it under anything you want. But the essential element of a one-on-one or a group coaching program is a transformational process. You want to have people leave the program better than they came in. So that's what you got to focus on. All right. After that is group trainings, where you educate people, and that's pretty much what my site is, Design Your Paycheck. It's just training every single week, teaching people how to write offers, how to manage their audience, how to attract the audience, how to create ebooks, how to create clothing sites, how to, drop ship, how to do email sequences. I pretty much teach anything that'll make you money in Design Your Paycheck. I might even bring in Seth Maniscalco and teach crypto. Who knows? It's the beauty of the site. I can do whatever I want. And Himhauser, thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. I feel like a third of my content is just at you and Jacqueline, but it's also helping me develop new stuff, so I do appreciate the ability to be able to work with you guys. I want to hear more about the Patreon, by the way. That's awesome. Okay, after that, business sponsors. I have never, ever had demand for content like I have for business sponsors. And I was lucky enough to attract one. I had a couple people on my list I wanted to work with, but Kurt Balish was, he's been in business with me for a while. He likes the cut of my jib. I love his products. He's a great guy. Sponsors, if you have a method of endorsing them, of shouting them out, of getting them sales, of driving traffic to their site, make a sponsorship package. I'm working on one with a client right now, and he's got something like 7 leads he's following up on. I'm doing the work behind the scenes like a magician. But I'm telling you right now, if you even do just Facebook Lives, you can get sponsors. I don't even have a podcast. I just do Facebook Lives. I do the Experts Lounge at night, and I do Wake Up with the Warrior in the morning. Guess what? All you need is some medium that you can blast out to get your sponsor more sales. Because you're doing their outbound marketing, their traffic, all that different stuff. And you can do it. You can write LinkedIn articles. You can do it over Twitter. You can do Facebook Lives. You can do Zoom calls. You can do a YouTube channel. If you have a podcast, even better. Sponsor packages for 3 months are amazing. And most people are too scared to even think about creating one because they write dumb excuses in their heads. Oh, I'm not famous. Oh, I don't have enough downloads. Oh, I don't have enough views. Oh, I don't have enough audience. All lies. All you have to do is to be able to generate some sales for your sponsor and move the needle demonstratively. Have confidence in what you're doing. All right. And the last one is automated do-it-yourselfs. And what I mean by that, let's say you took my training, you made a small course, like Tamara Collins, probably going to make an MBA course, a mini MBA course for like $300. So you made a course, you made an ebook, you made a product, you made something. Automate those sales to where they're going out regularly, and that's actually a passive revenue stream. Now, it's not recurring unless you set it up recurring. But if you have a mini course, if you have an ebook, you have a consulting call package, something, you can automate that bad boy, take out some Facebook ads, automate it on your business page, automate it on LinkedIn, put an opt-in, ClickFunnels, upsells, whatever you want to do. But you want something that's hands-off, where people just buy it, you have nothing to do with it. That's a recurring source of revenue if you blast it out enough, but also create value. And I'm not saying to spam people, but I'm saying you can automate a lot of things. So if you come up with a new course, you come up with a new ebook, you know, I come out with a new like business guide, which I'm working on right now. You can bet I'm going to push it out everywhere I can as a nice, consistent revenue source every month. So that one's a little different than the traditionals that I'm talking about, but it's still worth putting on the list. So that's 10. All right. So me personally, I think I have like 8 revenue streams right now. And I'm just tipping the iceberg, and it's exciting. And I'm telling you guys, once you start one of these and it starts to pick up a little traction, you sell 1, you sell 2, then you sell 5. And then all of a sudden, oh, guess what? You're up to 10 people paying you a certain amount every month because of your membership site or because of, you know, whatever. You match your income at your 9 to 5. Now you can leave. You surpass your income at your 9 to 5. Then you get to that point where you've got enough recurring revenue to where money is not something you worry about as much. Should you be aware of it? Absolutely. But just to get to that point where you don't have to have a job, just to get to that point where you can make your own decisions, just to get to that point where you know your bills are paid every month and all you have to do is show up a little. If you can get there, I'm very, very proud of you. Because it's not easy, but it's very, very doable. And I'm speaking from a place of sincerity because I'm just discovering how awesome recurring revenue streams are. And Desislava Dobriva, if you don't know her, she's the branding queen. She's really the one that put this idea in my head around February or March. And so I transitioned the Destiny Project into Design Your Paycheck. And it completely changed the way I look at everything. And so I don't have to fight for clients every month. I don't have to freak out if I have a bad month. I have enough money coming in from like 4 different sources where, you know, I'll swing it. I'll make it okay. And it's only going up. And I'm really excited about that. All right. And Tamara says I should put this list into an infograph, make it easy for you. Yeah. And Jared says I'm only pushing about 25% of my capabilities. I agree. But I'm also juggling a couple of different things. But when I put 100% focus into something, it becomes deadly, for sure. All right. With that, guys, that is the list. And I'm going to add one more, so you get 11. Advertising packages. Advertising packages are a little different from sponsor packages. And this is how. Advertising packages are digital real estate. Sponsorship packages are shout-outs. Okay? So if you have a podcast, your sponsor packages are going to be you shouting them out. You writing about them on social media. You know, outbound marketing on LinkedIn or Twitter. Advertising packages can be digital real estate on your Facebook Lives. Rolling scroll. First pinned post on a YouTube channel. All these things are monetizable, but advertising packages are a great way also. So if you guys like this content, if you like what you've heard, feel free to check out Design Your Paycheck. It's a great group. You guys have got you have a few people from Design Your Paycheck in comments right now. But I love teaching this stuff. I love showing people how to supplement their income. I love getting them to a point where they don't have to have a boss anymore and they can have control and freedom and choice. It's awesome. You know, I'm not going to lie. I slept in, I think, till 9 o'clock today, and I didn't care. I woke up on my couch like a vagrant, and I was laughing. That's what choice gives you. It's awesome. Jared says, you spoke about transition. What's a good timeline for that? Mine's about a year right now. Jared, here's my rule of thumb. If you can break what you're making now at a 9 to 5, surpass it for 3 months in a row by a significant amount, like probably 20, 30%, it's time. And Ryan and James say, well worth it, worth every dollar. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. And I appreciate that you're taking value for it. And I'll drop Tamara, thanks for reminding me. So if you guys want to check it out, just find out a little more about it. I will send you, this is the link for it. And it's very affordable, $67 a month. And I make sure that I'm helping you, encouraging you with your projects. There are even options where I'll promote you. You can get advertising in the stuff that I'm doing. You can get one-on-ones with me, work with me. The best course I ever created was Tactical CEQ, and I broke $25,000 in sales. And that was completely organically. No ads, no SEO, no tricks. And so, oh, and Jared says transition for courses. That's a good question, Jared. And honestly, there's no one right answer for it. I would have to ask you a couple questions on it, but we can cover that in a call or something. But hold on to that because that's a great question. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys, to the Experts Lounge. Hopefully you guys took some real value out of this tonight. If you want to know more about Design Your Paycheck, check it out at yournextlevelsuccess.com. Click on the Design Your Paycheck link. You can find out how to join for only $67 a month and work with me developing your income streams. All right. If you got any questions, feel free to message me on Facebook, and have a great night. I'll talk to you guys soon.